Painful, yes. It's been a tough couple of months for Hamilton Accies, bottom of the Premiership, losing to Annan Athletic and Stranraer in the League Cup. And last time out in the Premiership, an 8-0 thrashing from Rangers. Would things improve away at Dundee United? Commentary comes from John Barnes.
Dundee United looking to sustain their 5th place in the Premiership, and their manager Mickey Mellon makes only one change from last time out. Goalkeeper Benjamin Siegrist replaces Dennis Mehmet. Lawrence Shanklin, back after Scotland duty, is on the bench. Brian Easton makes his 2nd start of the league season for Hamilton, as Brian Rice makes 3 changes to his lineup. Lee Hodgson, Ben Stirling and Marius Oggenpo are in. Lewis Smith, Nathan Thomas and Andy Winter drop out. The players taking the knee in support of PFA Scotland's Show Racism the Red Card. Well, the last meeting between these sides ended 1 apiece. That was back in September in Lanarkshire, and it's the only point that Hamilton have taken at home this season. There's an early touch for Ryan Fulton. Mickey Mellon's men unbeaten in the last 6 matches. Ogden gets it out towards Callahan. Hodgson again. That's in towards Marius Oggenpo. Just couldn't get the angle on that header. Well, the Greek striker has scored twice this campaign. It was Hodgson did well with the cross, but Oggenpo didn't make a proper connection. Easton. Edwards gets it away. It's a lovely flick from McNulty, linking with Clark. McNulty again, Clark's off and running down the right-hand side. McNulty gets a break. And towards Sporla! And he missed his kick at a vital moment. Clark turns it back in. There's a hefty challenge there from Scott Martin and Jando Fuchs. And that will be a set piece to the home side. But Sporla missing a great chance there. 8 yards out. Completely fluffed his lines. Nicky Clark. Well, he certainly has precision regularly from the set-piece situation. What can he deliver here? Fulton to the right-hand side as it's curled in there and curled wide by Clark. Bit disappointed with that effort. He just couldn't get enough curl on it. And it swerved away. Fuchs. So towards McNulty. He's claiming for the free kick and he's getting it. Taken down there by Aaron Martin. And it's a yellow card for the Englishman. He caught him with the 2nd challenge there with his right leg. And now Clark sizing it up again. Batters it in low. And Fulton made the save, but the referee has spotted an infringement. It's against Mark McNulty. And the ref judging that McNulty was too close to the wall. Got to be a metre away from them. And he's right in the middle of it. Lawrence Shanklin smiling in the middle of the United substitutes. Hamilton on a run of 1 win in 9 matches. They've played in all competitions recently. Here's Butcher. Good switch. William Smith will have to go some to catch that one. He's done well. It's in towards McNulty. Pulls it down and fires it wide. That was good play from United. Mark McNulty. He did well initially to control it in his chest, just swerving away. And no goals in the first 45 minutes. And United, well, they failed to score in 4 of the last 5 matches in all competitions. We'll be hoping that will change in this second period. Brian Rice, though, looking just to get his side off the bottom of the table. It's away by Connolly. Martin. Back wide to Scott McMahon. Still McMahon. There's a Dauphin. No, it's a wasted opportunity there from Hakeem Dauphin. He's got 4 goals so far this season. Hamilton's top scorer. Most of them, though, with his head. Butcher chipping it in. Clarkson there, looking with McMullen. Looking for Clark again, to the challenge with Ryan Fulton, and thwarted by the goalkeeper. Well, I've seen many a striker go down in a situation like that, claim for the penalty, because Clark certainly seemed to get the first touch on that. The goalkeeper advanced, get back up quickly to smother it. Brave play by the two players. Lead. Parks. Robson turns it in towards Nicky Clark. Hamilton are unbeaten their last 7 matches with Dundee United. Will that run continue? There's a neat ball through from McNulty, picking out Smith and cutting it back for Nicky Clark. And United are back on level terms. Nicky Clark with a purpose there, getting the ball back to the halfway line, his 8th goal of the season. It was good build-up play. Butcher and McNulty initially. Smith with the cutback, and the precision pass into the corner of the net from Clark ties it up. Clark seems to be at the heart of everything, Nicky Clark, at the moment, defensively and offensively. Header away by Martin, drops down, and it's Nicky Clark again at the double. 2-1 Dundee United. The chip ball in from Butcher. Martin's clearance dropped for McNulty, and he just cushioned it into the path of Clark, and that's a terrific volley, putting it in the corner beyond Ryan Fulton. It's his 3rd double of the season. Like he's trying to switch it wide, and there's appeals for a handball in there, and the referee, Craig Napier, has given it. The United players are incensed. You can see that reaction of Mark Connolly. It looks as though there's a bit of holding going on between Callahan and Robson. Came off the left arm of Robson, and that's why he's given it. Callahan for the equaliser. Oh, and he's ballooned that one. Almost out an exit door, halfway up that stand. What a chance that was for Callahan to claim his 2nd goal of the afternoon and tie this match. Ross Callahan had scored his previous 2 penalties this season, but not this afternoon. Here's United with Shankland in the middle of the pitch. Sidesteps 3 players there. Lovely play from Shankland. Through towards McNulty. McNulty tries it alone, and Fulton is there to make the save. But good build-up play again from the United strikers. Shankland this time setting up the opportunity, and McNulty pulling the trigger. It's full time at Tannadice, and Dundee United now unbeaten in 7 matches. Nicky Clark with the 2 goals. They came from behind to secure this victory. Brian Rice putting a brave face on it, but it's 1 win in 10 matches in all competitions for the Ackies. It finishes Dundee United 2, Hamilton Ackies 1.
I thought it was a vast improvement for my team today in the last few games. I'm really disappointed tonight, you know, because we've put so much into the game and we didn't deserve that today. We just definitely didn't deserve that today, you know. Everything the boys gave today, it was everything I asked for plus more. So I'm really disappointed for the boys.
Yeah, to gain points in the Scottish Premiership is always very hard, and a lot of work's going into this week to put on the performance. And then to go a goal down, what I was most pleased about is the composure that the players showed to get themselves back into the game and score 2 terrific goals. And then a bizarre penalty kick. I think that everybody was here would feel our sort of confusion with that one, but it's a hard-fought point, and I really valued the 3 points for Dundee United tonight.
Yeah, a lot to talk about in this match as well. Contrasting emotions, obviously, between both sides. Dundee United, 7 matches unbeaten, Neil. Good. And Hamilton Academical, that must feel like a kick in the proverbials after taking the lead in this match.
Yeah, that's a sore one. Brian looks really disappointed because he does think his side deserves something from the game. I mean, I couldn't quite work out what Mark Reynolds was doing here. Because it was so bad, the defending it seems, but as McMahon just gains a little half yard, when he puts the ball in, Ogdenpool just gets the slightest of touches that takes Reynolds out the game, and Ross Callaghan times his run perfectly, because Reynolds was on Callaghan, but he decided, I can go and attack this, I can go and get that, but that little touch just takes him out the equation.
Yeah.
And then Callaghan punishes him.
And Ross Callaghan at this moment in time was loving his afternoon. Obviously things would change, not in a good way for him. As for Dundee United, Julie, Nicky Clark, sometimes a bit of an underrated striker, but he sees on opportunities. Not the best defending maybe from Accies though.
No, he pops the ball off here and he continues his run just through the middle of the pitch, and it's a great ball here from McNulty just to put the ball through, and you can see Clark, the defending from Hamilton here. He's not had to do an awful lot to get on the ball. He's ghosted into the box, no one has picked him up, and his body language has just been able to throw Fulton in a brilliant finish, just to tuck it away. But for me, I would be disappointed by the defending of Hamilton. And again, Nicky Clark ghosting off the shoulder of a Dolphin, and this is a great finish. I think when it gets nodded down to him, I think it's McNulty that just heads it into his path. He's got to adjust his feet to get his right foot on it, and that's a fantastic
It's not an easy one
finish.
because it's so close to him, Jonathan.
Yeah.
He can't get the hip in it, he can't swing at it, it's just guided and going in the same direction as well. It was brilliant, but I said about Brian Rice being unhappy because he didn't get in from the game, but if you're going to defend that poorly with not going with runners, you get nothing in this league.
Absolutely, and with Accies you think they're always going to get surprise results somewhere. It might have been today, it wasn't going to be that way, although they did get a chance. Mickey Mellon wasn't really happy with this awarding of a penalty. Neil, what was your thoughts?
Had a few today, haven't we? Jamie Robson and Callaghan, Ross Callaghan are getting a tangle of arms here now. When I watched this today a number of times, there's a ever so slight little movement by Jamie Robson. He's backing in there, just there, but I wonder whether Ross Callaghan was pulling his arm as well, because they looked interlinked to me.
Yeah.
And it's a big claim from Callaghan. Maybe he put pressure on the referee to give it, and he succumbed to that pressure, but my goodness, that's horrible when you see it. And he dispatched one into the top corner at Easter Road, I remember, similar type, going across his body and driving it into the top corner, but that one isn't even close. He'll have nightmares about that.
How worried should Hamilton Accies be at this moment in time, Julie? The bottom of the table on 7 points.
If it wasn't Hamilton, I would be saying very worried, but they do seem to have that bounce back ability where they surprise people every season.
Did they still have that in the locker, do you feel?
Well, time will tell. They certainly did last season. They had moments where they had that bounce back ability, and I think they will need to start picking up points because at the moment they're gifting far too many goals. They're not defending very well.
The thing is, Julie, in past seasons gone by, Hamilton have always had a grit and a little bit of nastiness to dig results out when it's not going well and bounce back from games like McKinnon and Imrie. They don't have that, so Brian Rice has to find someone that can galvanise the middle of the pitch just to stop that and allow them just to get a foothold and maybe get some points on the board.
Yeah, long way to go. St Mirren were 1-0 win.